It's time for Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore. A Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you. Brought to you by Joe Lunghammer Chevrolet of Waterford. Plan your next vehicle purchase or get your credit rolling in the right direction with Regina today. And now, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore.
Good morning, good morning. You are listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. I am your host, Regina Eileen Woodard, aka the Queen of Car Loans. And I'm sitting right next to my favorite co-host in the whole wide world, Dr. Teresa Moore.
Listen,
good morning.
Y'all see she's singing. Good morning, everybody. Happy Saturday. It's Dr. T.
Hey, I'm super excited because this is our first show. We are going an hour. Woo, 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 woo. We need a round of applause. So if you're in your chair, you're sitting down, or you in your car, get out your car.
Listen.
Get out your chair and do what? Do the happy dance. Do the happy dance. Do the happy dance.
Somebody had their Wheaties this morning.
I did. But you know what? We want to say, if we're going to have a community segment on our show. If you're in Detroit and you're in Wayne County or you're in Oakland County, you want to hit us up because we want to do what? We want to have you on our show. Yeah. Because why is that community segment important, Dr. T?
Well, we want to highlight all of the entrepreneurs and the individuals in the community that are really doing big things. Sometimes they go unnoticed, and we want you to know that we see you. So we want to get you on our show so you can advertise, so that we can drive people over to your places of business.
Yes, we do. And you know what? You can reach us at 248-218-9808, 248-218-9808, and just say, hey, that number goes right to my cell phone. I might say, hello, it's Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. I'll probably say that, or I might just say hello. But what I want you to do is we want you to go to that telephone number. If you want to advertise with us, you want the community segment, you want to do a community segment with us, or if you want to be a guest, we want to encourage you to give us a call. We want to also encourage everybody to go to our website and do what?
Register to win a free iPad. But I wanted to also say real quick.
How did they get there?
Regina, they can also email us. If you don't want to call us, you can email us at beinthedriverseat@gmail.com.
Say it again.
You can email us
for the people in the back room.
beinthedriverseat@gmail.com.
Say it for the people in the front room.
beinthedriverseat@gmail.com. So you can also email us and let us know that you want to be on the show. But listen, as Regina said, this is the month that we're giving away the free iPad.
Yes.
So listen, if you have not gone over to our landing page, www.beinthedriverseat.com, do that today and register to win a free iPad. Listen, we have this wonderful iPad, and Regina then already told me I can't have it. So we need to give it away this month. So I'm going to ask you all, tell your family and friends, school is starting. There's a kid that needs that iPad. So let's get registered to win. And also, when you go on our page, subscribe so that you can see the latest things that we are doing. You can go back and look at our past segments and see upcoming information. www.beinthedriverseat.com.
So, I do want to say this. How was your weekend, Dr. T? I know we got this hour started today, and we have our guest, Brenda Davis, the realtor who moves you. Yeah. She's in the studio this morning. She's going to be coming on a little bit later on. But go ahead and say good morning, Brenda Davis.
Good morning, everyone. How are you, Regina Woodard? And how are you, Dr. Teresa?
Hey, good morning, Brenda.
So happy to be here with you today.
Thank you. Thank you for being on our show. But Dr. T, how was your weekend?
You know what? I had an amazing weekend. First, let me say I had the opportunity to serve my church family this weekend. My pastor, Marlon J. Reed, and the Reed family lost the matriarch of their family, so I got to celebrate them. I got to celebrate her. The mother was 96 years old, so we got to have a celebration. And then, Regina, I got to chill out. I got to kick my feet up and enjoy being at home on yesterday. So overall, I had a really good weekend, and I'm glad to be in a studio today on this weekend too.
Did you go to church yesterday?
Yeah, I went to church yesterday. Listen.
Okay, so the question is, you're probably going to say, Regina, did you go to church?
Did you
Yes,
go to church,
I did.
Regina?
Bedside Baptist. I pray every morning, and especially real hard on Sunday. And I'm praying for everybody out there that's listening. And our future listeners, I'm praying for you.
Listen, prayer changes things. So we definitely solicit prayers. So I'm glad you were praying, but I'm going to get Regina out of Bedside Baptist and put her inside the walls of a church, okay?
I do belong to a church. Champion Church is located in Dearborn, Michigan.
Okay, shout out to the pastor of Champion Church.
Shout out to my pastor, okay?
Listen,
Shout out. He probably saying, where is she? Right?
Listen.
Where is she? When's she coming?
Pastor of the Champion Church, if you're listening today, I'm going to work on her to get her to church tomorrow, okay? I'm going to work on her today to get to church tomorrow.
Okay, so right, tomorrow is Sunday. Okay, so Dr. T.
Yes.
I had a fabulous weekend. The reason I had a fabulous weekend because I spent it with friends that are my family. Amen. And got a chance to see my brothers. So, it's all about rejoicing, right?
Our brothers, you got to see our brothers this weekend?
Yes, I said my brother and she said our brothers, right?
Yeah.
So I had a fabulous weekend. While we are preparing for our future, we are going to be preparing for. You're going to be able to see us on our Facebook page, be in the driver's seat. So if you go, write this down, go to your Facebook page, like our page, be in the driver's seat, because we are going to be active on that page. We even may go live on that page sometimes, right? Yeah. We might not be live in the studio, but we might be live at home. Mm-hmm. But we want to have you go to our page, leave us a comment, talk to us, because we want to make our shows more engaging. But this free iPad we're giving away at the end of the month. It'll be our last show in September. What is our last show in September?
So the last show in September, as you all know, is going to be, I believe that's the 28th. That is, that's Saturday. I'm sorry. So the last show in Saturday will be, y'all see, I had to get my calendar, the 24th. So the last show in September will be the 24th. And so that is the day that we will give away the free iPad. So I want you all to listen. So right now, wherever you at, just tell somebody, go to beingthedriverseat.com and register to win that free iPad. We want to give it to you. We want you to have it.
And the reason we want to give it to you is because we want you to be more engaged. We know at the big radio stations, they always give away tickets. They always give away things. So we want to give away items. So if you want to help us and you want to say, you know what, I want us to give away something on the show once a month, you can do that. You can email us. We're going to give our email address out, our telephone number out. Matter of fact, you might as well just email us and say, hey, you know what, I want to give away a bag. You don't have to be a Coach bag. It can be a bag, but it needs to be brand new. Whatever it is, it needs to be brand new. So you can give away some for your business, and you can get with us, right?
They absolutely can. So again, email us at beingthedriverseat.com. We will gladly give away the item for you, and we will also be glad to partner with you for advertisement. So please, 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 at your convenience, go to beingthedriverseat.com and send us an email. Or you can, at gmail.com, send us an email or go to our landing page. You can also, what I like about Facebook is you can also go on Messenger, Be in the Driver's Seat. You can message Be in the Driver's Seat and we will get the message.
Well, what number does that go to? Okay, that's another.
It's from Facebook.
Okay, well, that's another. That's why it's on Facebook. So, let's talk about our upcoming people that we have segments going on this month.
So I'm so excited.
So you go ahead and talk about Wink.
Okay, so she's calling Wink her childhood name, but we got Alicia Hayden that's going to be on the show. She is a makeup artist, and she just passed the state boards for real estate. So she'll be talking a little bit about that as well. And we also have a book. Regina and I was in a book called Overcoming the Enemy's Plans. And in that particular book, some of the authors will be coming on to share a little bit about their story. So we're so excited about that. So stay tuned for the next show. You'll get to engage with those individuals by listening. And if at any time you want to ask a question, you can also email us and ask a question about the show. If it was something that you missed, if there was a number you missed, or if there's a guest that was on that you want to get in contact with, you can also email us at beinthedriverseat.com and send that question or inquiry. We'll be glad. So we're so excited about that. And also, please be on the lookout for our Kids Corner. We have every month we're going to showcase a child on the show. Last month we did Nyla Johnson, and if you all have been following Nyla Johnson, you see that she has gotten plenty of interviews. She'll be in Kalamazoo. Actually, she's in Kalamazoo today.
Wow.
So she's in Kalamazoo today doing a reading of her book. And her mother has also worked with the school districts to get her books in the schools in Michigan and all over the world, actually. So if you have a kindergartner, you definitely want to get in touch with Nyla Johnson. And her book is called Nyla's First Day at Kindergarten. And you can do so by going to soitiswritten.com.
You know, I love that. You know, we were the first to actually have Nyla on our podcast.
Yes.
So super excited about Nyla. Her future is so bright. I mean, anytime you can start at 10 years old and just do the things she's doing. She has great parents, a great foundation. So shout out to Nyla. You know, and that the kids segment that we're doing every month, it's important that you reach out to us, right? Because we really want to get involved in the community, but we need your help. So another segment I want to talk about, we're going to do this person right here. I watched this young lady. I've been knowing this young lady for probably since 2000, maybe 4 or 5, when she was a little kid. She was a little kid running around, didn't know she was going to grow up to be a glamorous girl, have a professional career, be as successful as she is. And actually, she is the daughter to our Brenda D Davis, and she's going to be joining us. Her name is Lachey. Why don't you give us her full her government name?
I'll do that. Her name is Lachey McKether.
So
that's MC capital Kether, and she is better known as the Glamorous Rebel.
So in the Glamorous Rebel, you know, let's define the Glamorous Rebel before she comes on this month. Because this young lady, oh my gosh, she's so, how old is she?
I'm not going to reveal her age, but she is still a very young woman.
She's in her 20s. Okay, Shay is in her 20s. That means, you know, that's Brenda D Davis. I can't be getting in people's business, but Lachey's in her 20s. She might be just turned maybe 30. But this young lady, you know what? She's going to be a joy to be with us, right? Because her and Wink are very young, and Lachey does hairstylist, makeup. She does individual lashes, even though she told me at the house on the weekend that she does not really do individuals, but she will. But we have partnership with these two ladies, and we're super excited to have them on this month. But you know what we're going to do? We're going to take a break, and we're going to pay a couple bills because Longhammer is sponsoring this show. So we're going to take a couple bills, pay a couple bills, and we'll be right back. Regina, the Queen of Carlones here with Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed today. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Text or call me at 248-453-6095. That's 248-453-6095. Come ride in style with the Queen, Regina, the Queen of Carlones, at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads. Do you desire to know God on a deeper level? Do you need to see signs, miracles, and wonders in your life? Do you want to grow your faith so you can overcome adversity and have a breathtaking future? Yes? Then you must attend the Glory Realm Miracle Encounter happening in Tampa, Florida, October 20th through 23rd. It will be 4 epic days of refreshing, restoration, and rejoicing. Go to www.wellofworship.com for additional details and to grab your seat today.
Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate can make it a smooth, hassle-free experience. Our award-winning offices and the outstanding personal service offered by Brenda Davis and her professional sales associates guide you through the maze of infinite details surrounding the purchase or sale of your home, helping you become familiar with a new area, finding the right home for your family, arranging financing, and settling in a timely fashion is our priority. Assuring that your relocation is a pleasant experience is our ultimate goal. Brenda Davis, an associate broker, is a 21-year career licensed realtor, a member of the National Association of Realtors, and a board member of the North Oakland County Board of Realtors. Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you.
You are still listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. I'm your host, Regina Eileen Woodard, a.k.a. the Queen of Car Loans. If you're looking for a new car, if you're looking for a used car, and you want to put an application in 24 hours a day, you can go to my website, Regina, thequeenofcarloans.com, Regina, thequeenofcarloans.com, and put the application in. And guess what? Now I have new car inventory on there, new truck inventory, and I have my used cars on there, and used trucks. So go there and check our inventory out. And while you're there, put an application in. So Brenda, tell us a little bit what Shay specializes in.
Oh, Lachey specializes in beauty. The girl is just so very talented. And I don't say that just because she's my daughter, but
yes,
she wears her talent on her face and her hair every day. Every day. When you look at her makeup is always superb. There is not a strand of hair out of place. And it's something that she's wanted to do. She loves what she does. Her dad and I often joke about the fact that we paid for 4 years of college for this young lady. Public relations, textiling, and no sooner than she graduated, guess what? She announces to us she wants to be a makeup artist. So she takes off to cosmetology school.
Okay.
And she does very, very well. She has recently opened up her own, what do you call them, suites these days. It's no longer called a salon, it's called a suite. And the name of her suite is the Glamorous Rebel. And she's located in a plaza over on 18 and DeQuinder. You just have to go over and check her out. But you know Regina, because she's done your makeup before. Yes.
This young lady did wonders to the queen's face. You know, I'm already beautiful. I woke up beautiful. But when I had my makeup on by Lachey, you're like, oh my gosh, you're a different person. Because I am, right? Shay, she actually does my makeup for my TV commercials. So if you see me on TV, no, Lachey did it. If you see my past commercials, no, Lachey did it. You know? So you know what? If the queen puts her stamp on it, you should do it. She also does locks. Right? Crochet too, right?
She does all of it. Whatever you need with regards to hair care or makeup, she does it. She's done makeup for wedding parties, graduations, for photo shoots, you name it. She just does a great job, and it's because that's her passion. She loves what she does.
You always got to have a passion, anything you do. Got to have a passion. Don't treat it like a job. Treat it like a career.
Well, you have to treat it like a career, because if you enjoy doing something, it no longer feels like work. It feels like
I love it.
That's so true.
I love it.
It feels like you're just doing what you love. So
yes.
I love that she enjoys what she's doing. So congratulations. How do we reach her? Since we're talking about Shay, how do we reach her?
You can reach her. She has an appointment. What do you call it? App.
Mm-hmm.
She's
sophisticated.
She has an appointment app. You can go on the Glamorous Rebel, and schedule your appointment online. You can also reach Lachey at 248-462-9711. 248-462-9711, and that's Lachey McKether, the Glamorous Rebel.
I love that name, the Glamorous Rebel.
It's all about glamour.
It is. So I'm excited, Regina. You ready? So we got an hour today. We've had Brenda. We got Brenda Denise Davis coming up, and we're talking about people in the community. So let me just we have some more partners that's partnering with us. We have Marilyn Denise Walker, who's an advocate attorney. She's been in business for 25 years. She provides solid legal service and advice strategies during difficult times to families. So if there's anyone listening today, if you need legal services, please reach out to Marilyn Denise Walker. She is the advocate attorney. She can be reached at 248-332-2227. Again, 248-332-2227. So if you are having any legal difficulties or need some experience or solid legal advice, please reach out to Marilyn Denise Walker.
Super excited that she is a part of us, Attorney Walker. It's because it's about building relationships. Building relationships is the key. You know, building relationships is the key. So I want to segue into this next part of our segment here and just talk about what's happening in the world right now. I was on my phone last night, and I was strolling and just looking for some info, some content to talk about on my videos. Because if you go to, we got our Be in the Driver's Seat page where you can go in and like our page. But I also have my business page, Regina Eileen Woodard, Regina Eileen Woodard, and that not my personal page, but my business page. I do videos, and one of my videos I got 52,000 views, and I got some flack from that video, but then I got some people that said yes, thank you. So my videos are informational, sharing information that you normally wouldn't hear, or information that I did my homework on. But when I was strolling through on my phone, I came across an article that was posted on Fox 32 Chicago on the internet, and it said Credit Karma ordered to pay $3 million for tricking consumers with pre-approval offers. So this is for everybody, especially individuals that walk into a car dealership and you think you have that 700 credit score, or you think you have that 650 credit score, and you don't, and they don't understand why, because they're solely hooked on Credit Karma. Well, the FTC is the Federal Trade Commission has taken action against credit services like Credit Karma for misrepresenting pre-approval status to consumers. And the FTC alleges that the company used claims that consumers were pre-approved and had 90% odds to entice them to apply for credit card offers. Wow. And so this is what's happening. When you're on Credit Karma, you have all these other links popping up, right? Saying that if you apply for this card, or if you have they track you. So if your credit limit is, if you're maxed out on your credit limits, right? If you're maxed on your credit cards, they say, apply for this card, because that will take your limit up, right? So by doing that, they say, you know what? You got 90% chance of being approved. So Credit Karma was ordered to stop making these types of deceptive claims and to pay how much money did it?
$3 million?
So they were ordered to pay $3 million to the FTC.
Wow, that's a lot of money, Regina. And you know what? It's unfortunate because a lot of consumers, even like myself, when you see places like Credit Karma, they're so catchy. They have so many little sayings that draw you in, and then you feel like, oh, they really can help me. So you'll get involved with these individuals, and really they're tricking you. So they're playing on the consumers, the consumers' emotions, if you will, or especially if somebody like me that needs some credit repair and you go to Credit Karma, they're supposed to be reputable. So it's important to make sure who you're linking up with. You need to link up with someone who's reputable. And most people thought Credit Karma was. Wow.
So this Credit Karma consumers from February 2008 through April 2021, consumers signed up for Credit Karma to access credit monitoring and other financial tools. So what happened was that despite emails and advertising telling consumers they would get congratulations, you're being pre-approved for certain offers. And honestly, the consumers were not approved. So FTC, Federal Trade Commission, got a hold of this. So why am I telling you this is because, people says Credit Karma was the Bible. They did. They really, they spent their money, and they said, you know what, it's the Bible. That's what it is. And it's not. So it just tells you that how we can be misled as consumers, right? Because I'm not saying that I wouldn't have been misled, but I'm not misled is because, I actually, work at a dealership, I sell cars, and actually I do credit repair too. So I'm hooked up with Kathy too, but Kathy advertises on our show talking about credit repair, but not credit repair, giving you credit tools, right, to get your credit together. So let me just say this is that you want to get involved with a company or someone that you trust, anything that you do. And that's why when we had Brenda on, we trust Brenda. We put our stamp on Brenda. So we are going to take a break, and we're going to come back with Brenda Denise Davis, the realtor that moves you
I
out
really
your
wish
chair.
Regina would get a record contract. I do.
I am one day. I told you I'm going on tour with Donna Ross at the end of the month after we give away this iPad, okay? We'll be right back. Regina, the Queen of Carlones here with Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed today. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Text or call me at 248-453-6095. That's 248-453-6095. Come ride in style with the Queen, Regina, the Queen of Carlones, at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Do you desire to know God on a deeper level? Do you need to see signs, miracles, and wonders in your life? Do you want to grow your faith so you can overcome adversity and have a breathtaking future? Yes? Then you must attend the Glory Realm Miracle Encounter happening in Tampa, Florida, October 20th through 23rd. It will be 4 epic days of refreshing, restoration, and rejoicing. Go to www.wellofworship.com for additional details and to grab your seat today.
Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate can make it a smooth, hassle-free experience. Our award-winning offices and the outstanding personal service offered by Brenda Davis and her professional sales associates guide you through the maze of infinite details surrounding the purchase or sale of your home, helping you become familiar with a new area, finding the right home for your family, arranging financing, and settling in a timely fashion is our priority. Assuring that your relocation is a pleasant experience is our ultimate goal. Brenda Davis, an associate broker, is a 21-year career licensed realtor, a member of the National Association of Realtors, and a board member of the North Oakland County Board of Realtors. Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you.
We are back, and you are still listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. I am your host, Regina, the Queen of Carlones, a.k.a. Regina, the Queen of Carlones, Regina Eileen Woodard.
I'm so glad you ain't started saying.
See, now you're going to make me sing? See?
No. We're back again. Happy Saturday, everybody. It's Dr. T.
So listen, real quick, if you want to book an appointment with Lachey, I'm going to give you her info. You're going to go I'm going to spell everything for you, and I'm going to say it twice, at GLAMREBELHAIRX Beauty Co. BEAUTYCO. One more time, if you want to book your next beauty experience, you're going to go at GLAMREBELHAIRXBEAUTYCO and book your beauty appointment today. Do you have Wink's info?
I do not have her her email address in front of me, but you can see her on Facebook. It is called Dramatic Makeup LLC. You can go to Facebook and see Dramatic Makeup LLC. And also, if you want to reach her via telephone, she's 248-722-1494. Again, that's 248-722-1494. And that is Dramatic Makeup LLC.
Yeah, so I'm super excited about our next segment because our next segment is with Brenda Denise Davis, the realtor that moves you. What are we going to be talking about? Dr. T, what are we going to be talking about today?
I'm so excited. I love when Brenda comes into the studio. We're going to talk about the state of real estate in 2022. And that's a huge topic. So I'm excited to learn from Brenda today.
I am so happy to be here today, Dr. T and Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. I'm very pleased to be here at be in the driver's seat. And we're going to talk about some things that have been going on in the housing market. There is not one single person that I have not come into contact or met, sometimes for the very first time, where the topic of conversation is what's going on in the housing market. So I'm going to fill you in today, give you a little bit of information of what's been going on, why it's been happening, and how you can take advantage of this housing market, in spite of the fact that we've seen interest rates go up. Mm-hmm. Well, we all know that in the past 2 years, we've been faced with some trials and tribulations that we have never, ever incurred before, not in our lifetimes anyway, and we've been dealing with COVID, the pandemic. And it has affected our lives in so many different ways, as it continues to do so, because many are still affected with it. Many are still reaping the side effects and dealing with the side effects that were brought on due to COVID. But it also caused a boom in the housing market. Wow. We've seen prices escalate to values that we had never seen before. We've seen interest rates that were at an all-time low, which really fueled or triggered this boom that we see in the real estate market today. But then more recently, we've seen those interest rates increase. Mm. And the reason for the increase was to try to get a hold of inflation. But nonetheless, in spite of the fact that the feds have continued to increase the interest rates, we still see that the housing market is moving on, and it's moving on in a big way.
So when you say moving on, so you think that the inflation and the moving of the market, as far as the housing, as far as the interest rates and the value of the houses, and is that going to level off to kind of be on the same level, or is just going to be like one competing with each other? Because that's what it sounds like to me.
Well, you know, it's interesting because back in the early 80s, we saw interest rates rise as a way to get control of inflation.
And it was no problem, though. People didn't trip like they're tripping now.
They didn't. But there's so much going on that's different in today's world. Now, when they went up in the 80s, the interest rates went up in the 80s, they or the public or all of those who seem to know everything there is to know, they were under the impression that the rising interest rate was going to cause the housing cost to decrease. But that did not happen. It still managed to go up a good almost 5%. So we're seeing the same thing in today's market. Nationally, the interest rates were pretty low. Some fell below 3%, and that caused the rush out here for everyone to take advantage of the low interest rates and to purchase a home, and rightfully so. But now we see that the interest rates are increasing, and we're seeing that nationally, prior to this increase, the increase in the value of a home was almost 19%, and that was nationally, and that's huge. It is. You're talking about homeowners who have really exploded with regards to the equity that they held in their homes and the resale value of the house. They really went up tremendously, and it was because of the lower interest rates that was making the buyers try to take advantage of it. That created the numerous offers. You know, you could get as many as 20 or better offers on one house. Is that still happening now, though? It has calmed down some, but the problem still remains.
Why do you think that? Why do you think that it's calmed down? Because maybe sellers they're being less greedy, or or it's because the buyers, the interest rates are rising, or they're
well,
not
let me
just
say
where they
this,
need to be.
Regina. I don't think it's a matter of the sellers being greedy. Quite frankly, I don't.
Okay.
If you, as a homeowner, can put your house on the market, say for $300,000, and you have 20 buyers competing against one another, and they're saying, I'm going to give you $320. No, I'll give you $340. Another guy comes along, well, I'll give you $400. Is it you're being greedy, or is it you're taking advantage of the market and saying, hey, if this guy's willing to give me $400,000 for a house that's priced at $300,000, I'd be a fool not to take it,
I
right?
love the way you
so
put
do you
that.
consider
I
that
love
greed, or
no,
do you
you're
consider
right.
that taking
Absolutely.
advantage of the marketplace?
Absolutely right.
So as long as you
Yes.
have someone that's willing to give you that, then why not take it? But go
I
ahead.
was just going to say really quick, I remember you telling us that it really is a buyer's market right now. So since it's a buyer's market, you can get multiple multiple offers on your home, and who wouldn't want the best one? But I was thinking about what you said, Regina. Brenda, is it because people are on the caution side right now because there's so many other increases in the world outside of just the interest rates going up? There's an increase in food. There's an increase in utilities,
Gas.
everything, gas, everything that a consumer needs. There is an increase. So could they be on the side of caution right now because of what's going on around us outside of the interest rate?
Well, you know what, Dr. T, that's a very good question. In some cases, because the interest rates have increased along with inflation, and the increase in the interest rate is supposed to kind of calm the rate of inflation. But you're right, we're paying more for everything. But on the other side of that, because the prospective buyers out here see that the interest rates are going up, there are still some who have not been totally wiped out from the market itself because of that increase. But there are still some that want to take advantage of the market before the rates go even higher. So the market is still very active. The rate of inventory is still very low, and there are a lot of reasons for that. We've already had an inventory shortage, and that continues to be the case. The pandemic created some of that problem that we're faced with the low inventory, and the reason for that is because builders, because of the pandemic, a lot of them just wiped out. They were washed out of the market. For those that remain, the builders that are still going strong or trying to, they're looking at a shortage of materials. They're looking at a shortage of qualified, experienced laborers. The price of lumber is increasing.
Why is that? Because it seems like people would be ready to work because they're the houses are expensive, right? So the builder has to pay, right?
That's
the labor, right? So where does that
go?
about?
That goes back to the buyer, right? Because they're going to get they're going to get their increases. They're passing that along to the buyer.
Yes.
So I would say, there's so many different factors. With the pandemic, again, there came a lot of people who changed careers. A lot of people went back to school. There are others that are still dealing with the ill side effects of COVID. A lot of people lost the grandparents, the aunts, the sisters who perhaps were keeping the kids to allow those parents to work because they couldn't afford child care. I think there are a lot of elements when you start look at the number of people that died because of COVID.
Brenda, and we lost a lot of people, and our hearts truly go out to those individuals and families that are still dealing with those losses. But I thought about what Regina said. We see hiring signs everywhere now.
Everywhere.
There is now hiring signs. It's unbelievable. I remember we go in restaurants now, and I look around. The restaurants are almost empty, and it's not because people don't want to utilize the restaurant. It's because they have one or two servers, and we don't have the time to wait on service. And so I'm looking at all of these things in the economy. And even with looking at all of those things in the economy, it still causes us to say, why aren't people going to work? Why aren't people going to work? But I think it has a lot to do with what you said, changing careers, and, we lost a lot of people. But even in the market, one of the things I remember you said to me a few months ago, you said it's always a good time to buy a house.
You are absolutely right. There is no time not to be investing in a home. A home is the largest investment most of us will ever make. But I mean, the payback on it, you just cannot imagine what it does to your net worth. The average homeowner has a net worth of about $300,000 as compared to a renter that has a net worth of $8,000. That is huge. That is huge. It really puts you in a better situation economically. You find that when you're a homeowner, you're living in better communities. The crime rates are usually lower. You have better health care. You have a better educational system. I mean, the benefits of becoming a homeowner, I just cannot tell you how much that betters your way of life and that of your community. So it's just why continue to pay rent, especially in today's world where we see everything else increasing? It's costing more to lease. The properties that are available to lease right now are fewer. When you're in a leasing situation, you're at the mercy of the landlord. Sometimes they're good, sometimes not so. Sometimes it's in an area where you would rather not be, but because of the situation, that's where you are. But home ownership is great. You can never, ever, ever really put enough value on being a homeowner.
So this gives me a chance to slide right in and say, Brenda, that not only do you you sell houses. If you're looking to buy a house, you're looking to sell your house, Brenda can sell it for you. If you're looking to buy a house, she can help you find that house to be able to buy that house. But she also, if you're looking to lease a place or rent a place, Brenda can also help you with that.
There is nothing that involves real estate that I'm not able to assist you with. Be it purchase a new home, you tell me what area you like, you talk to me about what your budget is, what your priorities are as far as locations or being closer to work, what your travel time is going to be. We'll talk about it. And I will direct you towards homes that meet that criteria, no matter what. We at Century 21 Town and Country and Century 21 Sacmar are able to help you whatever your real estate needs are. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'd be most happy to service your real estate needs, whatever they are.
You are hearing it right here. This is Brenda Denise Davis, the realtor who moves you, and she has over 22 years of experience, and she's dropping nuggets today. So I hope you all have your pencil and paper and are taking notes because she's giving good nuggets today.
It's always good when you can get nuggets and get good information because, again, it's about building those relationships, A lot of things what I do now, and Brenda does the same thing, and it's about you may have a question, call her. Brenda, how do they reach you?
I can be reached at 248-909-9711. You can also go out to the century21townandcountry.com site. You can go to century21sacmar.com site. You can view homes that are currently on the market and just start to browse and take a look because I'm going to say this, Regina, minorities have always had a lower percentage of home ownership. And in just in the last year, $188,200 of net worth was the typical net worth of a typical white family, and that of a black family was like $24,000 less. So, being a homeowner really means a lot. So let's get out there. Let's get with a realtor, being myself, Brenda D. Davis, at Century 21 Town and Country.
So you've heard it here. So we'll be right back because we have some bills to pay. So we'll see you in just a few minutes.
Regina, the Queen of Carlones here with Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed today. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Text or call me at 248-453-6095. That's 248-453-6095. Come ride in style with the Queen, Regina, the Queen of Carlones, at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Do you desire to know God on a deeper level? Do you need to see signs, miracles, and wonders in your life? Do you want to grow your faith so you can overcome adversity and have a breathtaking future? Yes? Then you must attend the Glory Realm Miracle Encounter happening in Tampa, Florida, October 20th through 23rd. It will be 4 epic days of refreshing, restoration, and rejoicing. Go to www.wellofworship.com for additional details and to grab your seat today.
Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate can make it a smooth, hassle-free experience. Our award-winning offices and the outstanding personal service offered by Brenda Davis and her professional sales associates guide you through the maze of infinite details surrounding the purchase or sale of your home, helping you become familiar with a new area, finding the right home for your family, arranging financing, and settling in a timely fashion is our priority. Assuring that your relocation is a pleasant experience is our ultimate goal. Brenda Davis, an associate broker, is a 21-year career licensed realtor, a member of the National Association of Realtors, and a board member of the North Oakland County Board of Realtors. Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you.
We're back, and you're still listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. I am your host, Regina, the Queen of Car Loans, Regina, Queen of Car Loans, a.k.a. Regina Eileen Woodard. Or let me flip it. Regina Eileen Woodard, a.k.a. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans. And you can always go to my website 24 hours a day, Regina, the Queen of CarLoans.com. Put the application in 24 hours a day. And don't forget, you can also go to our landing page or our website, beinthedriver'sseat.com, and subscribe. Also register to win our free iPad that we are giving away at the end of September. We need you guys to do that. Then we also need you to go to our Facebook page, Be in the Driver's Seat on Facebook. Find us, like our page. But Brenda, let's continue this conversation here.
You know, one thing I really want to make all of our listeners aware of today is that for the prospective buyers out there, it's really important that if you're interested in purchasing a home, time is of the essence. Rates are expected to go up again. And just let me say that if you are looking to purchase a home, I'm going to use $400,000 as an example. There's going to be
why so high, Brand?
Why so high?
So can we start at like 100 or 90?
I'm just trying
that's
to
just an example.
All right, it's just an example. Let's take
because
it down
it doesn't matter how much the house costs. You got them, right?
My point is that the interest rates have gone from 3% to 5%. Mm-hmm. That's a 2% increase, and that 2% increase is going to affect your monthly payment.
Yeah.
So depending on what your price range is, you can tack another 2% on. And that's going to make a difference in your monthly household budget. So it's very imperative in my mind that anyone that's considering to purchase a home, do it now. And let me say this. The interest rate that we have right now of 5%, it may creep up a little bit higher before all is said and done. But interest rates typically are somewhere around 8%. And I know we've gotten spoiled to death because we had the 2.3s and we had the 3% interest rates, but typically they're around 8. So right now at 5, there are a lot of people crying and saying, oh, it's much too high, it's gone up. I don't know that those rates are going to come down again anytime soon. Probably not, because we're still trying to get a hold of on inflation. But just keep that in mind, that as these rates climb, so will your monthly payment. For the sellers, on the other hand, the increase in interest rates has not had not a real powerful impact on the valuation of your homes right now. The values are still there. You're still getting somewhat above your list price. But at some point, because the rates are going up, that's going to diminish the number of prospective buyers that you can attract as a homeowner trying to sell their homes. So that it's very imperative now that if you're wanting to sell, that you get that done. And then if you're talking about buying a home, after you sell that home, the same thing is going to apply to you. As these rates increase, it's going to increase your monthly obligation.
So basically, what you're saying is they need to get it now. Because, Brenda, Brenda, I'm not doing nothing till next summer or next fall. So, I mean, what do we do? How do we prepare? I mean, I know how I have to prepare because you have taught me so much about getting prepared for my next home. But how do you prepare, Brenda, when you're not ready now? Because I'm not ready. I'm just not. I got to get my other affairs in order.
Well, everyone is not ready right now. Mm-hmm. And so for those who aren't ready, I would tell you to either keep your credit scores as best as you can keep them. Mm-hmm. For those who have credit issues or concerns, work on those. And then get your money together. Get a game plan because you're going to have expenses associated with buying a house. You're going to need a down payment. You're going to have to pay for closing costs. And so right now is not the time for everyone. But the time is going to approach, or the time is going to arrive, let's hope, within the next year or two, that you're going to be ready to become a homeowner. When I bought my first home, I paid 11%. Typically, as I said, interest rates are right around 8%.
But you paid it with no problem, right? Because that was the time frame, right?
I wanted to buy a house.
Right, but 11% was what the going norm was at that time, right?
Exactly.
But the thing about, listen to what she said. She said she paid it, but she also qualified for that too. So the difference, we're in 2023, and when Brenda bought her first home, it was many, many, many years ago. But I'm just saying, it's what you qualify for. I'm sorry, I just had to put that in there.
Well, you know what? That's true. It was
I had
11% with my first home. I paid 7.5% with my second home. And again, like I said, rates usually teeter somewhere around 8%. So right now they're at 5, a little above 5. That's still a good time to buy a home. So what my point is today is that I don't want prospective buyers to be scared off because we're not at 2 or 3% anymore.
That's good.
This is still a good time to purchase a home.
Good stuff.
And yes, you're going to pay a little bit more today for a house than you would have 3 years ago, but such is life. We find that we're paying more for everything. You buy a new car, you're paying more. And it's not only because of inflation.
Facts.
We've paid more typically over years, year after year after year, things go up. And so you bite the bullet, you do what you have to do, but just know being a homeowner is the best investment that you can ever make in life, and it's going to pay you dividends.
That's true, and I'm so excited. I remember Brenda purchasing our house 18 years ago, and at that time, the interest rates were really good. So I'm thankful, but I really want to go back to when you talked about earlier how in the housing market that the minority rate is very low. And so I thought about that, and Regina and I was on a call with someone who is doing grants and loans for the Small Business Association loans. And one of the things she said to us that we count ourselves out before we even try.
Yes, we do.
We count ourselves out.
We
and
do.
It's kind of like a mindset. We're in the mindset that we're not going to get it, so why even try?
Right.
So what do you have today for those individuals that's hearing 11% like, oh, no, I can't do it, or even those. And before you say that answer, Brenda, I remember when we were getting our house, my husband was like, we not moving, when he saw the mortgage payment, because sometimes numbers can intimidate people.
Sure.
But I told him at that time, you know what? God is our supplier. And I paid $900 for rent in a townhouse. And 18 years ago, $900 was a lot of money. And so why pay $900 in a townhouse when you can go to a home where you can build your family and have your own spaces? So what would you tell the listeners today to hear 11% or hear that the interest rate is going up, and they're counting themselves out before they even try?
You have to be diligent, and you have to, we all make goals. We set goals for ourselves. And at some point, you need to set that goal that you're going to become a homeowner, and you're going to stop lining the pockets of other homeowners or investors. You have to make a goal plan where you're going to
Yes.
have your own.
Yes.
And like you, Dr. T, when we bought our first home, I told my husband, you know what? I'm not going to be able to afford a pair of pantyhose. Honestly, I got the last minute jitters about being a homeowner. And it's the best investment that we could have ever made. And yes, we tightened our belt buckles a little bit for a short period of time. And we got into the groove of making that note. We got into the groove. We were still able to buy cars. We were still able to provide for our kids. We still put them to school. We did a lot. But that home ownership, I just cannot impress upon you enough the value of being a homeowner. And when you see typically in a minority household that is a home, there are homeowners, they're getting like their net worth is considered to be $188,200. Okay, that's 8 times less than a normal white family, and the dollars equate to about $24,100. So we see the value in being homeowners. It helps to boost the economy. It helps you to do the things that you want to do in life. It helps pay for those college tuitions, just everyday things, because as a homeowner, your home increases in value every year, and that's called your equity in that house. And as you live in that house and you make improvements and you take care of that home, that equity is going to increase year after year after year, which gives you spending power. So I just want to say again, for all of you listeners out there today, let that be a goal. I don't care if it's in 6 months, if it's in 1 year, if it's in 2 or 3 years. Home ownership has to be on the top of the list of a goal that you set for yourself. And again, you can call me at any time with questions, 248-909-9711. You can go out to our website, century21townandcountry.com, century21SACMAR.com. Just take a look at the homes that are available, look at the price ranges, look at the areas that are of interest, and set your budgets accordingly. Set some money aside. Pay yourself so that you can become a homeowner as well.
And we'll be right back because we have to pay some bills.
Regina, the Queen of Car Loans here with Joe Longhammer Chevrolet. If you're looking to get into a new or used vehicle with affordable rates, we've got your back. Regardless of your financial situation, I can get you financed today. My lenders are making unheard of deals where others may have roadblocks. Text or call me at 248-453-6095. That's 248-453-6095. Come ride in style with the Queen. Regina, the Queen of Car Loans at Joe Longhammer Chevrolet in Waterford.
Chevrolet, find new roads.
Do you desire to know God on a deeper level? Do you need to see signs, miracles, and wonders in your life? Do you want to grow your faith so you can overcome adversity and have a breathtaking future? Yes? Then you must attend the Glory Realm Miracle Encounter happening in Tampa, Florida, October 20th through 23rd. It will be 4 epic days of refreshing, restoration, and rejoicing. Go to www.wellofworship.com for additional details and to grab your seat today.
Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you. Whether you're relocating to Michigan from another state or country, moving across town, upgrading, or downsizing, Brenda Davis from Century 21 Town and Country Real Estate can make it a smooth, hassle-free experience. Our award-winning offices and the outstanding personal service offered by Brenda Davis and her professional sales associates guide you through the maze of infinite details surrounding the purchase or sale of your home, helping you become familiar with a new area, finding the right home for your family, arranging financing, and settling in a timely fashion is our priority. Assuring that your relocation is a pleasant experience is our ultimate goal. Brenda Davis, an associate broker, is a 21-year career licensed realtor, a member of the National Association of Realtors, and a board member of the North Oakland County Board of Realtors. Call Brenda Davis now at 248-909-9711 and get started on your new home purchase or sale. Brenda D. Davis, the realtor that moves you.
Good morning. You are still listening to Be in the Driver's Seat. This is the co-host, Teresa, Dr. T, and our host, Dr. See, y'all putting doctor on her name.
Dr. Regina.
Regina Eileen Woodard, the queen of car loans. And we have in the studio today, Brenda Denise Davis, the realtor who moves you. So, Brenda, we're back. So can you tell the listeners today, again, how to contact you? Because we left off with you giving that information. So how do they contact you if they're ready to purchase a house, or even if they're thinking about purchasing a house or a condo, or if they are looking to lease? How can they contact you today?
She's probably going to say I already gave that information, but I'll give it again.
That's
I had to
okay.
slide that in
It's
there
my
real
pleasure,
quick.
Dr. T. Thanks for asking. How could I tire ever of that? Again, you can reach me at 248-909-9711. 248-909-9711, and that's Brenda Davis, the realtor that moves you. I'd be happy to service you at any time. You can go out to the website, century21townandcountry.com or century21sacmar.com to see many houses that are currently on the market, to give you an idea of what we have to offer. I am currently the manager there. Our office is located in Rochester. We're on University and Main Street. Feel free to stop by anytime that you're in the neighborhood. And we have 6 other Century 21 Town and Country offices that, 5 others. We have a total of 6 offices. And we're ready to serve you no matter what your real estate needs are or what area you're interested in.
So we're so excited again today. Brenda talked to us about the state of real estate in 2022, and she also gave us some good pointers. So we want you to reach out to her. She has 22 years in the business, and if you have any questions, please go to www.beinthedriverseat.com, and you can leave a message there. You can also register to win a free iPad, or you can go to beinthedriverseat@gmail.com. You can email us there. So again, if you have any questions or you want to give feedback, we'll be glad to hear it. If you want to also advertise with us, we have spots available just for you. So again, beinthedriverseat@gmail.com or go to www.beinthedriverseat.com to register to win a free iPad.
All right. You know what? As always, we had an exciting show today. We want to thank our guest, Brenda Denise Davis, the realtor who moves you. So, and then also we are excited about our new segments coming up. So yes, thanks for listening. Have a good week, and we'll see you same place, same time next Saturday. Remember, we are 8:30 to 9:30 now. Have a good week.
Happy Saturday.
Happy Saturday.
You've been listening to Be in the Driver's Seat with Regina, the queen of car loans, and mental health expert, Dr. Teresa Moore.
Brought to you by Joe Longhammer Chevrolet of Waterford.
Be in the Driver's Seat, a Saturday morning mix of cars, credit, and wellness created just for you. From Regina, the queen of car loans, and Dr. Teresa Moore, thank you for listening.